처음 영상이 시작되면 화면에는 아무런 메뉴가 나오지 않습니다. 이때 영상 화면에 마우스를 대면 아래에 메뉴가 나옵니다. 만약 화면에 마우스 클릭을 하게 되면 영상은 멈추기 때문에 마우스 커서만 대셔야 합니다. 그 다음에 자막 메뉴를 클릭하시면 화면 중앙에 영어로 된 자막이 나타납니다. 이 상태에서 자막을 선택하기 위해 설정을 클릭합니다. 설정을 클릭하면 자막을 선택하는 메뉴가 나옵니다. 여기서 자막을 클릭합니다. 그리고 자동 번역을 클릭합니다. 그러면 다양한 언어가 나오는데 여기서 한국어를 선택합니다. 한국어를 선택하면 화면에서 보듯이 한국어 자막이 시작됩니다.
Strategy, execution, and people all go together. And if you don't get the people right, the strategy doesn't matter. And if you don't get the people right, you won't get the execution. So you're dead. So from my standpoint, strategy is sort of a purist thing. It's more academic. Execution and getting it done is what it's all about. But without question, that whole idea of winning and driving home what you're going to do and what you're not going to do is Volvo decided before all of that they weren't going to be in cars. And they're focused now on buses and trucks and excavators. They can excel in that. And they were in a bad game in cars. But it takes a courageous management to get out of the car business. It takes a lot of guts. That's a huge decision. And the fact that that company did it 10, 15 years ago is a tribute to the system.
It's very interesting. I was worth about over $1 million when I was 23, and over $10 million when I was 24, and over $100 million when I was 25. And it wasn't that important because I never did it for the money. I think money is a wonderful thing because it enables you to do things. It enables you to invest in ideas that don't have a short-term payback and things like that. But especially at that point in my life, it was not the most important thing. The most important thing was the company, the people, the products we were making, what we were going to enable people to do with these products. So I didn't think about it a great deal. You know, I never sold any stock. Just really believed that the company would do very well over the long term.
You know, there's this myth that people think they don't need a business plan. And oftentimes I find business owners who have an idea, a great one, and where they miss it is the execution. They don't go through the process of writing things down. Because anytime you can take pen to paper and write out your ideas and share them with other people and get feedback, which is essentially a business plan, you're going to do better. It could be a whiteboard in an office. It could be notes taken on your computer or in a journal. But I want it to start with something that says, here's what my product or service is. Here's how I'm going to attack the market. Here's how I'm going to beat the competition. Here's how I'm going to learn from my competitors. Here's what I'm going to take from my customers. And here's the kind of people I need to surround myself with. If you don't answer those questions, then really you're just kind of, it's like a dodgeball game. You're just going to go out there and wing it. And at some point, you're going to get whacked on the side of the head.
There is no such thing as complete control. Nothing. No one has complete control in any situation. People that leading organizations in some ways have less, because not only do they have to control what they do, they have to help persuade everyone else what they do. But, you know, if you are able to take responsibility, I'm not late because there was traffic. I'm late because I didn't leave early enough to account for the fact that there was traffic. The project didn't get finished not because my partner didn't do it, my colleague didn't do his part. The project didn't get finished because I didn't set up a team where my colleague wanted to do his part. When you take responsibility and you take full responsibility, That is the most empowering thing, and you can do it at any stage. You have to do it if you're raising money as an entrepreneur. You have to do it if you're trying to persuade people to work with you. You have to do it at all stages.
I think the most important thing about running a company is to remember all the time what a company is. A company is simply a group of people, and as a leader of people, you have to be a great listener, you have to be a great motivator, you have to be very good at praising and looking for the best in people. You know, people are no different from flowers. If you water flowers, they flourish. If you praise people, they flourish, and that's a critical attribute of a leader.
Now, the first thing we must do is deal with change and learn to accept the fact that things are changing fast. And so to illustrate how to handle change, I thought since I hadn't been here in 8 years, I would give you a little Amway history so you would see how we handled change. When Jay Van Andel and I started our first business, we started a flying school. Now, that was a change, but the important thing is that neither one of us knew how to fly. And so when you consider doing something new, you say, oh, I can't do it. I've never done this. But we didn't let our not flying stop us from starting. We just began and hired instructors and learned from them.
We all meet for 3 hours once a week, and we talk about everything we're doing, the whole business. And there's tremendous teamwork at the top of the company, which filters down to tremendous teamwork throughout the company. And teamwork is dependent on trusting the other folks to come through with their part without watching them all the time, but trusting that they're going to come through with their parts. And that's what we do really well. And we're great at figuring out how to divide things up in these great teams that we have and all work on the same thing, touch bases frequently, and bring it all together into a product. We do that really well. And so what I do all day is meet with teams of people and work on ideas and solve problems to make new products, to make new marketing programs, whatever it is.
And are people willing to tell you you're wrong?
Yeah.
I mean, other than snarky journalists. I mean, people that work for you.
Oh, yeah. No, we have wonderful arguments.
And do you win them all? Or?
Oh, no, I wish I did. No, see, you can't. If you want to hire great people and have them stay working for you, you have to let them make a lot of decisions, and you have to be run by ideas, not hierarchy.
And so some companies operate by, the product genius at the top, and we all know these companies, and this whole motif of, to be a great CEO, you've got to be the great product person who really, and it's intoxicating and fun. But you're building incredible amounts of dependence on yourself, and eventually, how well I know how Turkish consumers consume Netflix is not that well. Mm-hmm. And so you're much stronger, obviously, building a distributed set of great thinkers. So, we look at it, we say we want to be like a Major League Baseball team. And, you've only got so many positions on the field, and if everyone is not incredible at what they do, then you're not going to win.